David Cassidy and Susan Day tragically severed their friendship due to unreciprocated love. Did you know this? Following the success of the Partridge Family, David Cassidy ascended to the status of a major heartthrob among teenagers in the 1970s. His charismatic presence, good looks, and musical talent made him a sensation, attracting a legion of fans, especially among young women. And of course, even his co-star, Susan Day, who played the role of his on-screen sister in the Partridge Family, couldn't resist the allure of Cassidy's charm. However, when Day revealed her true emotions, Cassidy chose to reject her romantic overtures, which led to the eventual end of their friendship. This video will reveal their entire interesting story. Don't miss it. The Partridge Family, a renowned American musical sitcom that aired in the 1970s, featured the dynamic on-screen duo of Susan Day and David Cassidy. The show revolved around the fictional Partridge Family, a musical ensemble led by widowed mother Shirley Partridge, played by Shirley Jones, with her children serving as the band members. Among these talented offspring were Susan Day as Laurie Partridge and David Cassidy as Keith Partridge. Susan Day, portraying the character of Laurie, captured the hearts of viewers with her striking beauty and captivating portrayal of the strong-willed yet endearing sibling. As a stunning brunette, she became the object of admiration for many young men who tuned in to watch the popular sitcom. Day's on-screen presence and undeniable charisma added a layer of relatability to her character, resonating with audiences and contributing to the show's success. David Cassidy, on the other hand, emerged as the quintessential teen heartthrob of his time. Cast as the eldest son, Keith Partridge, Cassidy's boyish charm and undeniable talent as a singer elevated him to superstar status among teenage girls across the United States. His popularity soared to unprecedented heights, and images of Cassidy adorned the walls of countless teenage bedrooms, turning him into an icon of the era. Cassidy's appeal went beyond his role in the Partridge Family. He possessed a magnetic stage presence and a voice that resonated with fans. His musical contributions to the show, such as hits like I Think I Love You, solidified his status as a legitimate pop sensation. The combination of his good looks, singing talent, and the fictional character he portrayed made him a dreamboat for countless teenage girls who fantasized about meeting him or experiencing the thrill of a date with the teen idol. Behind the scenes of The Partridge Family, the dynamics between Susan Day and David Cassidy took an unexpected turn. Despite their on-screen sibling relationship, Day found herself harboring an intense crush on her co-star, a sentiment that was not reciprocated by Cassidy. As the show continued its successful run, the two actors navigated their evolving relationship, ultimately developing a strong friendship despite their age difference. Cassidy, aware of Day's feelings, handled the situation with maturity and treated her more like a sister than a potential romantic interest. His approach reflected a commitment to maintaining a professional and supportive atmosphere on set, essential for the success of the show. The genuine camaraderie they cultivated off-screen translated into the believable and heartwarming sibling bond viewers witnessed on the show. However, the unspoken tension did not go unnoticed by the rest of the cast and crew. Shirley Jones, who played the role of Mom Shirley Partridge, became aware of Day's massive crush on Cassidy. Despite the camaraderie on set, Jones found the situation somewhat disturbing. As a seasoned actress and motherly figure to the cast, she recognized the potential for emotional complications arising from Day's unrequited feelings. Shirley Jones, both on and off screen, took on a protective role. Recognizing Cassidy's laid-back approach to emotional matters, she repeatedly advised Day to be cautious and not become too emotionally attached to her on-screen brother. Jones, having a deeper understanding of Cassidy's personality, was concerned about the potential emotional upheaval Day might experience if her feelings were not reciprocated. Jones's guidance was not only rooted in concern for Day's emotional well-being, but also in the interest of maintaining a harmonious and professional work environment. She understood the importance of managing interpersonal dynamics to sustain the show's success and ensure the well-being of the entire cast. Despite Shirley Jones's well-intentioned advice, Susan Day remained steadfast in her unrelenting feelings for her co-star, David Cassidy. The intensity of her emotions continued to shape her interactions with Cassidy, creating a complex dynamic behind the scenes of The Partridge Family. Recognizing that her counsel had not made a significant impact on Day's emotional state, Shirley Jones decided to take a more direct approach. She discreetly tipped off Cassidy about Day's behavior and her persistent feelings for him. Cassidy, initially clueless about the underlying tension, was intrigued and sought to address the situation in a way that would preserve their friendship. In an unexpected turn of events, Cassidy extended an invitation to Day for dinner, following the final wrap party of The Partridge Family. Oblivious to the underlying motives, Day accepted the invitation, anticipating a casual dinner to celebrate the conclusion of the show. However, Cassidy had other plans. After an enjoyable dinner, Cassidy took Day on a drive to his alma mater, creating a setting that allowed for a more intimate and candid conversation. The two spent 3 hours discussing their experiences, memories from the show, and the impending changes that would come with the conclusion of The Partridge Family. During their heartfelt conversation, Cassidy acknowledged the challenges of navigating the complexities of their relationship, given the impending separation that the show's conclusion would bring. He expressed his genuine desire to maintain their friendship beyond the confines of the television set. The effort he put into orchestrating this evening revealed a compassionate side to Cassidy, illustrating his commitment to addressing the emotional undercurrents that had developed between them during the course of the show. Amidst the backdrop of the alma mater's serene surroundings, Susan Day, unable to contain her emotions any longer, poured her heart out to David Cassidy during their 3-hour conversation. She delved into great detail about the emotional turmoil she had been experiencing, sharing the difficulty she faced in suppressing her feelings and the inner struggle of not declaring her love for him. The raw vulnerability of her confession laid bare the depth of her emotions, creating a poignant moment in their evolving relationship. As Day bared her soul, she also expressed her nervousness about what the future held for them, acknowledging the impending changes that the conclusion of The Partridge Family would bring. The uncertainty of their paths diverging after being so closely connected on the show added an extra layer of complexity to their emotional exchange. In response, Cassidy, taken aback by the revelation, listened attentively to Day's heartfelt confessions. He realized the gravity of the situation, understanding that Day saw him not just as a co-star or friend, but as a potential romantic partner. The weight of this realization prompted Cassidy to reflect on his own feelings and the nature of their relationship. Despite cherishing Day's affection and valuing their friendship, Cassidy found himself at a crossroads. He recognized the importance of honesty and transparency in navigating their connection, and he grappled with the knowledge that he could only offer Day the role of a best friend. The sincerity of Day's feelings stirred a complex mix of emotions in Cassidy, forcing him to confront the impact of their newfound understanding on the dynamics of their friendship. In an effort to provide a moment of solace and perhaps closure, Cassidy made a heartfelt promise to Day. He suggested taking her to Rancho, California, a place that held personal significance for him, a sanctuary where he sought solace and contemplation. This gesture symbolized Cassidy's genuine desire to offer support and understanding, recognizing the emotional turbulence that Day was experiencing. In the serene setting of Rancho, California, the dynamics between Susan Day and David Cassidy took an unexpected turn. According to Cassidy, the evening began with casual conversation and shared moments of watching TV, creating an atmosphere of intimacy. As the night unfolded, Day subtly signaled her interest in taking their relationship to a more intimate level, expressing a desire for relations with Cassidy. Responding to the unspoken tension in the air, Cassidy and Day shared a kiss, a moment that added a layer of complexity to their evolving relationship. However, as the night progressed, Cassidy found himself reassessing his feelings towards Day. The uneasy emotions that crept in prompted him to reflect on the nature of their connection and the potential consequences of taking their friendship into uncharted territory. As they prepared for bed, Cassidy's internal conflict became palpable. Despite the romantic atmosphere and Day's expressed desires, Cassidy grappled with an uneasy feeling, realizing that the seductive allure he had experienced with other women was notably absent in this situation. This realization brought a moment of clarity, forcing Cassidy to confront the delicate balance between physical attraction and the deeper emotional connection he shared with Day. In the midst of this internal struggle, Cassidy recognized the potential ramifications of his decision. He understood that declining Day's advances might lead to her holding it against him, potentially impacting their friendship. On the other hand, he acknowledged that giving in to those desires would risk irreversibly changing the dynamics of their relationship. Caught in this emotional crossroads, Cassidy faced a dilemma that extended beyond the physical realm. The prospect of navigating the aftermath of either decision weighed heavily on him, as he grappled with the realization that the price of maintaining their friendship might involve disappointing Day's romantic expectations. Ultimately, Cassidy made a difficult choice to prioritize the emotional connection they shared and protect the foundation of their friendship. He chose not to proceed with the physical aspect of their relationship, recognizing the potential for irreparable damage. In doing so, Cassidy made a sacrifice to preserve the deeper bond they had cultivated over the years. After the emotionally charged encounter at Rancho California, Susan Day and David Cassidy faced the aftermath with a sense of unease. The dynamics of their relationship had irrevocably changed, leading to a period of adjustment and introspection for both individuals. Despite Day's best efforts, the romantic connection she had yearned for with Cassidy did not materialize, and they eventually found themselves drifting apart. Despite the evolving nature of their connection, the two actors managed to maintain a steady stream of conversation for several years. The enduring foundation of friendship between Day and Cassidy served as a testament to their ability to navigate the complexities of their past while preserving a sense of camaraderie. As time passed, they each moved forward with their lives, pursuing separate paths and professional endeavors. The romantic chapter that had briefly unfolded between them became a part of their shared history, leaving room for growth and evolution as individuals. A significant moment in their post-Partridge Family relationship occurred when Day and Cassidy made a joint television appearance to present the Viewer's Choice Award at the 1990 MTV Video Music Awards. Although the event was planned in advance, the chemistry between them, honed through years of on-screen collaboration and shared experiences, still resonated with audiences. Their back-and-forth banter, filled with humor and nostalgia, managed to put a smile on America's face. The televised appearance became a poignant reunion for fans of the Partridge Family, offering a glimpse into the enduring connection between Day and Cassidy despite the passage of time and the evolution of their individual lives. The joint television appearance served as a symbolic moment of reconciliation and shared history. While the romantic aspect of their relationship had not flourished, the genuine friendship that endured between Susan Day and David Cassidy remained a constant, providing a reassuring touchstone for fans who had once been captivated by their on-screen chemistry. In the pages of his revealing 1994 memoir, Come On, Get Happy, Fear and Loathing on the Partridge Family Bus, David Cassidy offered readers an intimate glimpse into the intricate tapestry of his personal life. The memoir not only delved into his struggles with drug use, the complexities of his relationship with his famous father, Jack Cassidy, and his various encounters with other celebrities, but it also shed light on the intricacies of his bond with Susan Day. Within the pages of his memoir, Cassidy shared the sensitive nature of his relationship with Day. He depicted her as a pivotal figure in his life, representing the sisterly connection he had been lacking. Their friendship, which had endured the trials and tribulations of their time on the Partridge Family, extended into the personal realm. Cassidy candidly revealed that he and Day often engaged in conversations about his romantic pursuits and various relationships. Day, according to Cassidy, played the role of a confidant and sisterly figure, with whom he felt comfortable sharing details about his personal life, including his experiences with other women. However, Cassidy acknowledged a blind spot in his understanding of their relationship. Despite considering Day as a sister and his closest female friend, he admitted that he had not fully comprehended the potential impact of his candid remarks about other women. Unaware that his discussions might be hurtful to Day, Cassidy exposed a vulnerability in their dynamic, an oversight fueled by a perception of their connection that, for him, existed within the boundaries of sibling-like camaraderie. The revelations in David Cassidy's candid memoir, Come On, Get Happy, Fear and Loathing on the Partridge Family Bus, had profound implications for his relationship with Susan Day. Cassidy's openness about their connection, combined with his expressed disappointment that Day wasn't more provocative in her personal revelations, only served to strain their friendship further. Cassidy's unabashed honesty in the autobiography, including the disclosure of their brief fling, ignited a firestorm of emotions on Day's part. Learning about their intimate involvement through the pages of the book left Day feeling betrayed and exposed. What Cassidy viewed as a candid sharing of personal experiences came across to Day as a violation of her privacy, particularly as she had no intention of ever making such private information public. The revelation of their past encounter deeply angered Day, intensifying her sense of being portrayed without her consent. The breach of trust and the exposure of an intimate aspect of her life left her grappling with feelings of betrayal. Day, who had valued the privacy of her personal life, was now confronted with the challenge of navigating a very public disclosure that she had not anticipated. In response to Cassidy's memoir, Day expressed her dismay at the revelation, emphasizing the tremendous violation she felt. Despite the depth of her emotional response, Day also asserted that the revelation wouldn't have any bearing on their relationship, primarily because, in her eyes, they no longer had one. The breach of trust had created an irreparable divide, severing the ties that once bound them as friends and confidants. In the aftermath of the strained relationship revealed in David Cassidy's memoir, he made an effort to extend an olive branch to Susan Day. Cassidy, recognizing the damage his revelations had caused, attempted to make amends by writing her a letter of reconciliation. However, Day's response was silence, as she chose not to reply, solidifying the growing distance between them. Cassidy's attempt at reconciliation underscored the gravity of the situation and his desire to mend the fractured friendship. Despite his efforts, the absence of a response from Day left their relationship in a state of unresolved tension. The letter served as a poignant testament to the challenges of reconciling personal differences, especially when played out in the public eye. The discord between Day and Cassidy extended beyond their personal relationship to encompass their connections with the wider Partridge Family cast. Cassidy revealed that Day had not kept in touch with her fellow cast members from the iconic show, further illustrating the extent to which the bonds that once united the ensemble had eroded over time. Additionally, Day declined an interview with VH1 for a documentary the network was producing about the Partridge Family. Her decision to forego participation in the documentary signaled a deliberate choice to keep her distance from the collective reminiscence about the show, highlighting the depth of the rift between her and her former castmates. Regrettably, the passage of time and the unresolved issues between Day and Cassidy left their story without a conclusive resolution. David Cassidy's passing on November 21, 2017, marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy marred by the struggles he faced in his later years. His battles with alcoholism, drug addiction, financial ruin, and dementia created a narrative that was, tragically, more challenging and tumultuous than anyone could have foreseen during the days of the Partridge Family. David Cassidy's multifaceted entertainment career spanned Broadway, television, and the life of a touring musician, showcasing his talents in various artistic realms. However, his journey was marred by a series of personal challenges that echoed the struggles faced by many successful entertainers. Despite the outward glamour of his career, Cassidy grappled with complex and turbulent relationships with family members, a theme that intertwined with the narrative of his personal life. The strains of divorce, a prevalent issue in the lives of numerous public figures, added another layer of complexity to his story. One of the most prominent and publicized struggles was Cassidy's battle with alcoholism and drug addiction. These issues cast shadows on his otherwise illustrious career and became recurrent themes in news coverage. According to reports by People magazine, Cassidy's struggles with alcoholism were extensively covered in the years leading up to his claim of being diagnosed with dementia. The news outlets reported on his arrests for drunk driving, highlighting the toll that substance abuse was taking on his life. The revelation that Cassidy may have fabricated his dementia diagnosis to mask a dangerous relapse with alcohol added a somber and complex layer to his narrative. This acknowledgement underscored the lengths individuals might go to conceal their struggles, even when in the public eye. It also sheds light on the interconnectedness of mental health, addiction, and the challenges of maintaining a public image. The series of drunk driving arrests between 2010 and 2014 served as tangible evidence of Cassidy's battle with alcoholism. These incidents not only captured headlines but also reflected the toll that substance abuse can take on a person's life, irrespective of their fame or success. David Cassidy's marital journey was marked by highs and lows, with his third marriage being both the longest and the most emotionally tumultuous. In 1991, he exchanged vows with Sue Schifrin Cassidy, culminating in a relationship that had spanned over 2 decades. Unfortunately, their union took a heart-wrenching turn, leading to an eventual and private settlement that prompted Cassidy to file for bankruptcy. What do you think about David Cassidy and Susan Day's relationship? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.